Hi friends, today we will discuss about plant protection equipment. In this content, we will discuss types of sprayers, working principle and components of sprayers, dusters, and which are the safety measures we have to take at the time of handling plant protection machines. First of all, what is meant by plant protection equipment? Those equipments are used to apply insecticide, pesticide, herbicide to the crop to protect from insects, pests and plant diseases. At the time of crop cultivation, major diseases, pesticides we have to apply on the crop to avoid the losses due to the diseases and pests. Also, we have to apply some herbicides to control the weeds. For that purpose, we can use these plant protection equipment. Generally, it is having two types, sprayers and dusters. In sprayers, we use liquid insecticides and other aspects. And in duster, we use in powder form. That's why it is called as dust, or it is in dust form. Functions of sprayers. Major three functions carried out by using sprayers. First, braking, second, distributing, and third, regulating. In first function, it breaks the chemical solution into the fine droplets of effective size. This size is measured in two ways, that is VMD and NMD. VMD means volume median diameter and NMD means number median diameter. It means the sprayer breaks the chemical solution into fine droplets. If droplet size is very less, means there is uniform distribution of droplets. That's why the second function is distribution, or distributing the droplets uniformly over the plants. For that purpose, we have to first break the liquids, after that distribute, and third is regulate. Regulate the amount of liquid applied on the plant to avoid excessive application. Excessive application means we have to avoid drip losses and other losses to avoid excessive chemicals or use of excessive chemicals at the time of spraying. That's why these are the three major functions carried out by using sprayers, that is braking, distributing and regulating, BDR. The next point is classification of sprayers. As we discuss about the classification of sprayer, this classification on the basis of either it is manual operated, engine operated, or tractor operated, or power tiller operated, means on the basis of which power source we use for the application of spraying. And second one is the on the basis of volume. The first, manual operated sprayer, it is small, also it is used in small land holdings. Pressure is 1 to 7 kg per square centimeter and specially used for the small land holding. The next one is engine operated sprayer, suitable for large areas, and operating pressure is 20 to 55 kg per square centimeter. As we discuss about this pressure, in manual operated it maintain less pressure, that is 1 to 7 kg per square centimeter, because it is manual operated. We can create the pressure by using handle. But in engine operated sprayer, there is small STP pump is provided to create the pressure. That's why its range is higher as compared to manual operated sprayer, that is 20 to 55 kg per square centimeter. And the third one is the tractor PTO operated sprayers. Tractor PTO means the tractor power takeoff, and the revolutions of that shaft is 540 plus minus 10 or 1000 plus minus 10 have according to splines. If 7 splines and 21 splines, the pressure is 20 to 50 kg per square centimeter. In tractor PTO operated sprayer, the PTO power is transmitted to the pump, and that pump operates the whole sprayer system. In airplane operated sprayer, it is suitable for large commercial farming with proper working pressure. The next classification on the basis of volume, it is again divided into three classes, that is high volume sprayer, low volume sprayer and ultra low volume sprayer. In high volume sprayer, the spray volume is more than 400 liters per hectare. In low volume sprayer, 5 to 400 liters per hectare, and in ultra low volume sprayer, less than 5 liters per hectare. This is the second classification on the basis of volume. We have to know about the range of that volume. The next point is requirement of good sprayers. There are some requirements of good spraying. If we consider some sprayer are good or good working condition, then which are the requirements for that purpose? First requirement is it should distribute the chemical uniformly on plant surface. That means we already discussed about the functions of sprayer, that is braking, distribution and control. These three functions easily carried by this sprayer, then we can call it as this sprayer is good sprayer. Then second, it should have provision to increase or decrease the quantity of insecticide, means controlling. This second option indicates that the control of the sprayer. Then it should break the liquid into fine droplets, that is first function of sprayer. Fine droplets means the droplet size should be less, means droplet density will increase. If droplet density is less, droplet density will more, means uniform application of sprayer on that crop. And for that measurement, the droplet size measure in micron meter. The next one is it should have provision to control or regulate the size of droplets. There is one arrangement for controlling the size of droplets. And last one is it should be light in weight, easy to handle and easy to repairable, means all the parts should be available at the time of repairing facility. Its weight should be less, means operator can easily handle if it is tractor, if it is manual operated sprayer, and easily workable. The next concept is volume median diameter and number median diameter. These are the two basic droplet size we have to know at the time of sprayer calibration or sprayer testing, that is volume median diameter and number median. First of all, volume median diameter means it is the summation of volume of various droplets. If we have 17 droplets, first of all we have to arrange in ascending order. Then it is the point where the summation of half of the volume is equal to summation of remaining half of the volume. Means if we consider the 17 droplets are collected, and if we count or if we add this volume, the first 14 volume is something value is equal to remaining 3 value, that is 15, 16 and 17. Then the 15th number is the volume median diameter, means first 14 number got 100 micron meter, and 16 and 17 also 100 micrometer, means the total is 200. That means the 15th number is the volume median diameter. And in number median diameter, that is NMD, it is the simple middle number of the observations. Means if we have 17 number of droplets, then ninth number is the volume median number median diameter. In this measurement also we have to arrange the ascending order. If we collect the 17 samples, then first of all we have to arrange in ascending order 1, 2, 3 up to 17. Then 8 number of droplets from left side and 8 number of droplets from right side. That's why the 19th number is called as the number median diameter. And the ratio of VMD to NMD is called as uniformity coefficient. These are the three major observations we have to take at the time of measurement of droplet size, droplet density, and calibration of sprayer. The next important point, components of sprayer or parts of sprayer. We will discuss one by one. First, an important part is pump. Various types of pumps are used in different sprayers, that is plunger type pump, centrifugal pump, rotary type pump. The pump works on the principle of Pascal's law. It creates the pressure, high pressure liquid is transmitted to the delivery pipe by using pump. Then second component is tank. Some of the tanks are metal tanks or fiberglass tank. Required capacity using suction pipe and drain plug. In some space we require separate arrangement for this tank, but in some sprayer, that is knapsack sprayer, is tank is connected with the whole unit. But if we consider that is boom sprayer or air axial flow blower sprayer, then the separate tank arrangement is provided and the capacity of that type of sprayer is more as compared to knapsack sprayer. Knapsack sprayer having capacity 10 to 15 liter, while it can be increased up to the 400 to 500 liter for the tractor mounted sprayers. The next component is agitator, to mix the chemicals before spraying or during operation. We have to mix the chemical with water. That the purpose we use agitator. It gives the rotary motion in the tank for that liquid to mix the liquid. Then air chamber, it is provided with plunger to create working pressure. In knapsack sprayer, to creating the pressure, that's why it is called as air chamber. Then pressure gauge indicates the pressure at the time of operation. By using this pressure readings, we have to regulate the pressure by using pressure regulator. For that purpose we use the pressure gauge. Then pipes, to distribute the chemical under working pressure with metallic or rubber pipes. In some sprayer metallic pipes are provided, in some sprayer rubber pipes are provided. Then nozzles, it is the major component of sprayer which breaks the fluid into the droplet. That's why it is also called as heart of sprayer. Nozzle is the heart of sprayer and it is the major component which breaks the fluid into fine droplet. The next component is spray gun, also called as spray lance. It is a handheld metallic or sometimes PVC pipe. It is connected at one end with the nozzle and second end is connected with the flow cut off valve at the other end. The flow cut off valve is the control valve at the time of operation. The delivery hose is connected to the spray gun. Means one is a suction pipe or it is called as suction hose. It creates the suction pressure and Next one is the delivery pipe. The delivery pipe is connected with the spray lance, and at the top of the spray lance the nozzle is connected. The function of spray lance is to conduct the fluid from the delivery hose to the nozzle. The operator holds the gun and does the spraying job. Area of coverage by a spray gun is less as compared to area of coverage of spray boom, because the spray gun is the single unit, while spray boom is the combination of more units. That is, at the one single delivery pipe, number of nozzles are attached. That's why the coverage by using spray boom is more as compared to spray gun. And the spray gun is using low power sprayers, that is knapsack sprayer or rocker sprayer, while spray booms are used in tractor mounted sprayer. In this diagram, the spray lance indicates one cut off valve is there, delivery hose is there, and at the left hand, one handle is provided to create the suction, and the cylindrical pink tank indicates the air chamber. The next component is spray boom. It is specially used in the boom sprayer. It is a long metallic or PVC pipe to which several nozzles are fitted with the delivery hose. Means number of nozzles are fitted with a single delivery pipe. High power and high capacity sprayers are used in spray booms. The coverage is larger. Booms are usually mounted on suitable frame. One frame is provided to mount the boom. We can adjust its height, its width. Some examples: tractor operated sprayer, power tiller operated sprayers. This is one diagram showing the boom sprayer. There are several nozzles are mounted on one delivery pipe, and there is one frame is provided to fix the boom on that tractor. Also, separate chemical tank is provided to store the chemical. Then components of nozzle. Nozzle body is the major component which includes all other components of a nozzle. Means nozzle body is the external part in which other parts are inserted or encloses. Then next is swirl plate. It is the metal disc with the two tangential holes which imparts a swirl or rotation to the liquid passing through it. The swirl plate provides the rotation of the liquid which enters into the swirl plate. It gives the swirl action or rotation to the liquid. Then third component is nozzle disc. It is the component which actually breaks the fluid into the fine droplets. It is a flat disc with a orifice at the center. One orifice or one hole is provided at the center of the nozzle disc. That's why it breaks the liquid into fine droplets. When the spray solution reaches the disc from the swirl plate, the disc builds up the pressure on that fluid, and when the fluid passes out the orifice, it breaks into the fine droplets. One small orifice is there. That's why it creates the pressure and break the fine droplets. The next component is strainer. It is a small circular plastic ring with nylon wire mesh to filter any dust particle coming with the chemical solution. The strainer is provided at the suction pipe of the any sprayer, means it works like a filter. It filters the dust particle enters into the chemical solution. This is one diagram showing the how liquid passes from the nozzle. Liquid inlet is there, then nozzle body is the outer part of the nozzle, then orifice is the nozzle disc part, and when the liquid passes through this orifice, it will create the fine droplets and spray pattern is created. This nozzle tip, spiral plate, this nozzle tip or nozzle disc, and one century there is one hole is provided to break the liquids. Now we will discuss one by one, that is types of sprayers. First type is knapsack sprayer, having tank capacity is 9 to 22 liters per tank. It is very simple in design, easy to handle, and mostly useful for the small trees, shrubs and row crops. It maintains the uniform pressure. It is carried out on the back of the operator, that's why it is called as knapsack sprayer or back cap sprayer. Then operation, how actually works this knapsack sprayer. When the pump is operated, it draws the fluid through the suction hole and delivers it to the spray gun. When the cutoff lever is pressed, spraying is done through the nozzle as a fine droplets, and the pressure range is 3 to 12 kg per square centimeter. Application rate requirement is 500 liters per hectare, and the coverage means the field capacity of that type of sprayer is 0.5 to 1 hectare per day. So these are the some components showing of the knapsack sprayer. These are the some designs of knapsack sprayer. In this photograph, at the right side, on the right hand, operator operates this handle. By operating or pressing this handle, the pressure chamber creates the pressure. At the another hand, there is delivery pipe and spray gun. In this operator, on the left hand, there is spray gun, and at the top of the spray gun, the nozzle sprays the liquid in fine droplets. This is also one knapsack sprayer. There are some features of knapsack sprayer. It develops the high pressure with less effort, light in weight, high work, simple maintain, easy to spray chemicals. The next is the compression sprayer. As the name implies, the compression is given by using hand or foot. That's why it is again divided into hand compression sprayer and foot compression sprayer. It consists of parts like pump handle, air chamber, pipe, nozzle, and the pressure is 2 to 3.5 kg per centimeter square. When the flow cutoff lever is pressed, the fluid passes through the nozzle and spraying is done. It works like a knapsack sprayer, but some design is different. This sprayer is carried on the shoulder of the operator. Pump is mounted and airtight liquid. Tank capacity is 14 liters. Frequent pumping must be done to maintain the pressure. Means we have to continuously operate that handle to create the pressure. The application rate 45 to 100 liters per hectare. This is one hand compression sprayer. It works like a pump used for the filling the air in the tire of the two-wheelers and four-wheelers. This diagram shows the different components of that hand compression sprayer. This is the photograph of hand compression sprayer. This at the top of the sprayer, this blue part is the pump. By using this lever, we have to frequently pumping is required. Then mounting strap is there for mounting the spray on the shoulder. Then cut-off lever, delivery hose, spray gun and nozzle. Foot or pedal operated sprayer. This is also one type of compression sprayer, but we will provide the pedal for creating the pressure. In previous two examples, we provide the pressure by using hand. At one end of the suction hose is fitted with the strainer and the other end is connected with the pump jet opening. In this type of sprayer, constant pedaling is required for continuous spray. It develops the pressure 17 to 21 kg per square centimeter. The delivery hose is fitted at one end to the delivery opening of the pump and the other end to the spray gun. The chemical tank is taken in a separate container and the suction hose kept in the chemical container. In this type of sprayer, we require the separate chemical tank and the suction pipe is kept in a chemical container. Then that suction pipe is connected with the air chamber. Then high pressure fluid is circulated into the delivery pipe and this delivery pipe is connected with the spray gun. When the pump is operated by the foot, it draws the fluid through the suction hose and delivers to the delivery hose. When the flow control lever is pressed, the fluid is sprayed through the nozzle and the discharge rate with one nozzle is 110 to 135 liter per hour and coverage is 1.0 hectare per day. This is the diagram of foot compression sprayer. We can easily understand the components of that foot compression sprayer. There is one pedal, then pump, delivery pipe, suction pipe. Here we can operate this sprayer by using this pedal. When we press this pedal, the pressure is created in the pressure chamber and liquid is then by using suction pipe, liquid is circulated in this air chamber. Then high pressure liquid is transmitted to the delivery pipe. Then hand atomizer. It is the smallest type of hand sprayer used to treat the plants in home, garden or nursery. It is a simple 1 or 2 liter capacity tank is there and mostly used in the home, garden or nursery. This is also one compression type of sprayer. That's why it consists of compression pump and compressed air is allowed to pass over the end to the tube of which the other end dips into the spray material. The pressure is very less, that is 0.15 to 0.3 kg per square centimeter. Application rate 45 to 100 liters. This is the diagram of hand compression sprayer. These are the some examples of hand compression sprayer. The next part is the rocker sprayer. The rocker sprayer and foot operated sprayer are the same, only here we replace the pedal with a one rocker arm. In the pedal operated sprayer we can use pedal for creating the pressure. Here we use rocker arm to create the pressure. STP type pump, that is horizontal triplex piston, is there. Platform with fork, one platform or frame is provided. Lever to operate the pump, that is rocker, then pressure chamber, suction hose with strainer. One strainer is provided at the suction pipe to filter or to avoid the dust enter into the suction hose. Then delivery hose, spray gun with flow control knob and nozzle, and the pressure capacity is 14 to 18 kg per centimeter square. The pressure chamber helps to continuous spraying. The chemical is taken in separate container and the suction hose is kept in chemical container. The separate chemical tank is required as like a foot operated sprayer. When the pump is operated, it draws the fluid through the suction hose and delivers to the delivery hose through the pressure chamber. This pressure chamber creates the high pressure into the fluid. When the flow control knob is turned, the fluid is spread through the nozzle. Flow control valve or flow control knob is circulate the liquid or transmit the liquid to the nozzle. The output of the sprayer is 17 to 90 liter per hour with one nozzle, and the coverage is 1.5 hectare per day. So this is the simple diagram of the rocker sprayer. First component is lever, then pressure vessel. When we operate this lever, the pressure is created in the pressure vessel. Then closed delivery spot, pump assembly. You see the connection between this lever and pump. When we operate the lever, the pump creates the pressure into the pressure vessel. Then suction hose. The suction hose is connected with the pressure vessel or pump assembly. The strainer is provided at the suction hose. One platform is there for easy mounting. At the left hand side, there is one delivery hose. Then cutoff valve. This cutoff valve controls the liquid. Then spray lance or spray gun, and the last part is the nozzle. This is the simple diagram for understanding the working of rocker sprayer. We have to know one by one from lever to nozzle. When we start with the lever, we can easily understand the working procedure of this rocker sprayer. Simple mechanism there. When we operate this lever, the pressure is created in the pressure vessel through pump assembly, and the liquid is drawn into the air chamber, and through this air chamber it is circulated into the delivery hose with high pressure. When we operate this cutoff valve, it will transmitted into the spray lance and after that nozzle. This is actual operation on the field by using rocker sprayer. Then engine powered sprayer. These are the portable types. Power sprayer are also operated by using the tractor PTO. Mostly gear pump is used in the sprayer for pressure regulation. In engine operated sprayer, the same working as like a foot operated or a rocker sprayer, only we replace the power source. Here we use the engine operate this pump, and whole working is like a rocker sprayer. In rocker sprayer we use the manual power. One lever is provided for creating the pressure. Here we use the engine for creating the pressure, and other components are same like delivery pipe, suction pipe, strainer, nozzle, spray gun. Only difference is engine is provided to give the power. A knapsack motorized mist blower cum duster. It is the one engine operated sprayer but knapsack. Here we can, this sprayer we can hold on the shoulder and easily carried like a knapsack sprayer, but here we use the engine power. Simplest engine driven sprayer carried on the back of the operator, used for spraying to all types of field crop, mostly paddy, groundnut, cotton and vegetable crops. Components: 1 to 3 HP high speed petrol engine. Blower: one blower is provided to create the air blast, means liquid is mixed with that air blast and application of spray in the very fine droplets or in aerial form. Then chemical tank, delivery hose and flow regulator knob. The tank is filled with the required chemical solution. When the engine is started, the blower generates a high velocity air to which the chemical solution is fed. After that, the chemical mixed air stream is broken into the fine droplets and sprayed. By changing few parts, this sprayer can be used as a duster. So these are the some components of that blower: locking strap for mounting purpose, chemical tank, then delivery hose. At the center one blower is there. It blower is nothing but one fan create the air blast. Frame and fuel tank. This is the actual operation of that sprayer. Then conversion of a mist blower into a duster. How to convert? Just replace the liquid delivery hose by a bigger diameter plated hose to carry the powder chemical from the tank into the air stream. If we use this sprayer, then there is one small diameter liquid hose is provided. If we convert into the duster, we have to replace by using the bigger diameter hose. Provide a air distributor at the bottom of the tank for stirring and keeping the chemical in suspended form. This is the motorized knapsack duster. Just we replace the delivery hose, some engine power sprayer, then PTO shaft operated boom sprayer, and then advanced technology, that is the air assisted sprayer. In most of the orchard crops, these types of sprayers are used. As the mechanization increases day by day in sprayer, these types of sprayers are very much famous in the orchard crops like grapes, pomegranate. These types of blowers are used for the spraying purpose. Now we will discuss about the working of that air assisted sprayer. In this air assisted sprayer, the major component is blower. That blower is the heart of that air assisted sprayer. One blower is provided at the front end of the tank or back end of the tank according to design. In some type of sprayer, centrifugal blowers are used. In some type of sprayer, axial flow blowers are used. But due to the results, axial flow blowers are very much famous in that type of sprayer. Now components: blower, delivery pipe, nozzles, tank, PTO shaft, then universal joint and pump. When the PTO shaft is running, that power is transmitted to the piston type pump, that is HTP, horizontal triplex piston is there. That power transmit through the universal joint. When the pump is operate, it creates the pressure, and from this tank, and in the tank there is one agitator is provided for mixing the chemical tank. Then due to the STP pump, the pressurized liquid is transmitted to the delivery hose. Then delivery hose is connected with the spray lance. There is one circular spray lance is provided at the outer end of the blower, and also this pitot shaft is transmit the power to the blower. That blower creates the higher air blast, and at the time of operation this air blast plus liquid means mixing the liquid with air blast and transmit the chemical on the each part of the crops, that is inner part of the canopy and outer part of the canopy. Also due to the strong air blast it creates the flapping action, means flapping action is provided on the crop, and due to the flapping action it will easily transmit the chemical solution at the inner part of the canopy. So these are the some advantages of air assisted sprayer. It requires less amount of water. The spray droplets are deposited on the both surface of the leaves due to the flapping action. It saves great amount of time and labor, and due to keep application rate, spraying can be done at optimum time. It is a safe method as a ergonomical point of view. Then airplane sprayer, it consists of gear pump or centrifugal pump to spray the liquid into the nozzle. The pressure range is 3.8 to 5 kg per square centimeter. The paint gets its drive from a wind driven propeller having 4 to 6 blades. These types of sprayers are very much famous in foreign countries. After knowing the all types of sprayer, now we'll move towards the duster. In sprayer we can apply the insecticide pesticides in the liquid form, while in duster we can apply these types of chemicals in the dust form. That's why the duster is a machine used to apply chemicals in dust form. Duster makes use of airstream to carry pesticides in finely divided form on the plants. The components of dusters are hopper, agitator, feed control, fan or blower, and delivery hose. That hopper means the tank that provide the store the powder. Then agitator mix the powder. Then feed control is function of feed control is to control the feed rate. Then fan or blower to produce the air blast, and delivery nozzle is to deliver the dust or deliver the powder. Then types of dusters. The first part is the plunger duster. This plunger duster is the very simple duster with a small piston is provided, and it works like an injection. The piston drives a current of air over the dust in the hopper. The dust is carried away through a delivery spout, and the small hand pump duster of this type are available, suitable only where the area to be dusted is very small vegetable gardens. These types of dusters are used in the very small vegetable gardens or in domestic purpose only. These are the some designs of plunger duster. Works like a injection. When we draw this piston by using the handle, some parts of this powder inserted into the chamber, and when we press it will create the air current and pass to the delivery hose. Knapsack type. It is a duster with the powder container carried on the back of the operator. Knapsack dusters have a hopper through which a current of air is blown to pick up the dust. The working is like a knapsack sprayer, but only we use here the dust form. Then next one is the rotary duster. As the name implies rotary, there is one rotary handle is provided for creating the air current. The components are hopper, fan, gearbox, handle, delivery hose. When the handle is rotates, the fan rotates at high speed and draws the air from outside. The chemical from hopper is fed into the air stream in the suction side of the fan. The rate of delivery can be regulated by a valve. It is used to apply powder chemicals to vegetables, sorghum, etc. The capacity varies from 3.6 to 4.5 kg of dust and can cover a 0.4 to 0.6 hectare in a day. This is the diagram of hand rotary duster. At the center there are some notches. That notches are the feed rate control device. We have to adjust the feed rate. Then delivery pipe or delivery hose is there. That red color is the handle to rotate the fan. This is the simple photograph of that hand rotary duster. Then power operated duster mainly consists of power driven fan, hopper and delivery spout. The fan creates a strong airflow which causes the dust to blow off. Direction of dust is regulated by a movable delivery pipe, and this type of dusters are used for large areas. Then airplane duster like a airplane sprayer, air dusting. The selection of nozzles at a single operation or in multi-nozzle. Which types of nozzle we have to choose? First type of spray job, whether for insecticide or herbicides we use amount of spray solution to be applied per hectare. Then row spacing, what should be the row spacing is there. Then nozzle spacing at boom for entire area to be sprayed. Which are the safety operations? Some of the spray materials are poisonous and highly dangerous to the operators unless very great care is taken in handling them. Small amount of poison taken into body may produce no ill effect at first, but being accumulating may suddenly give rise to serious poisoning. That's why we have to choose some protective clothes, mask, goggles to avoid the some problems. Protective clothing must be there. The spray should always shut off when nozzle are to be cleaned or changed. Spraying in weather conditions should be avoided. Operators should not eat anything during the insecticide. When mixing in poison chemicals should be taken to avoid this splashing them into the skin. Children should be kept away from the pesticides. So these are the some safety measures and about the sprayers and dusters. Thank you.